Actually, changed my outfit for this edition of the Boxie Breakdown if you've been following along with our other editions, but welcome to the National League Central edition of the Boxie Breakdown, previewing the National League Central for the 2013 baseball season. We've been running down every division about in 5-minute increments here, and we are leading up to our eventual playoff predictions and picks towards the World Series. National League Central, 5 teams, if you're not aware, is going to be the Cincinnati Reds, and we were not even 100% sure on this, so Cincinnati Reds, Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh Pirates, Milwaukee Brewers, and the St. Louis Cardinals. And looking at this division, it's a lot of people are picking. I think this is one of the more wide open divisions. A lot of people like the Pirates. A lot of people seem to think the Cubs are starting to come back. And while I agree with that about the Cubs, and who knows, maybe this guy Jeff Samardzija, I think is. I'm not even sure if that's how you say his last name. I think it is, but he's good, and I think they're on the right track. You're starting to see some of the pieces come together for that team. But I'm still going to pick them to finish dead last. The other teams are pretty good in that division. You got the Pirates with Andrew McCutchen, but he didn't do too much more with the Pirates in order to help out Andrew McCutchen. Didn't get him that much more help on the offensive side. So I still think they're going to be finishing in 4th place. Who knows? Maybe they'll make it fun again like they did last year. This is where it gets tough. I only have one team due to how good the East is and how good the West is with the 2 teams in the West, and we'll get to the East in the next edition. I only have one team coming out of this division, and so I have the Milwaukee Brewers finishing 3rd place. High power offense. I like the pickup of Kyle Loesch as a nice compliment there. As a second pitcher, I think he's going to be good. I just don't see that they have enough in terms of offense, and who knows with Ryan Braun, such a wild card. If this guy ends up getting popped, you know that the MLB is after him. And if he's out of that team, they really don't have any offense. So pick them to finish 3rd. 2nd place, gotta go with the Cardinals. And this one is tough, but they have a lot of injuries. They have their leader, David Freese, who's out on injury. They have their closer, Jason Mott, who's out with an injury. And who knows how long that's going to take. Even though Boggs is a good replacement, he's just not enough. And even though they have that championship pedigree and went on a nice run last year, eliminating my Nationals on my birthday, thank you very much, I still do think that the winning team is going to be the Cincinnati Reds. This is a team that is stacked. I think Joey Votto comes back this year. They got Brandon Phillips. They got a couple of good pieces there. Have a good pitching staff with Cueto, with Latos. They have a good team, and I think that they are going to be your team with Chapman as the closer, and arguably the second best closer in the National League. I think that team is going to be coming up close behind Kimbrel, in case you're wondering. Is going to be your team to beat in that division. Came very close to actually knocking out the Giants last year, who went on to win the World Series. So they can hang with anyone, and they're my pick to win the AL Central. Youngest, what do you got?
I have something very similar to yours. Actually, pretty much the same. I see the Central the same as the AL Central. One winner, and that's only what you're going to get out of this division. It's going to be the Cincinnati Reds. They are still feeling the effects of last year after winning 2 games in a row against the Giants. This close to getting to the next round and then losing 3 straight. It's a bad feeling, but they will make a comeback. St. Louis, too many injuries. They're too old of a team. They're not going to come back this year. Between Beltran, he is not going to be the same player as he was last year. And it's just too many injuries with the relievers and some of the starters. It's not going to be the same, but they will finish 2nd because the rest of the division isn't really going to put up much of a fight. Pittsburgh might, but it's also all on Andrew McCutchen and A.J. Burnett. And A.J. Burnett, can he have another season like last season? I don't think so. It's going to be close, but no, it's not going to be the same. Now, this is tough, though. Milwaukee 4th, and I'm going to pick the Cubs last. I have to put Milwaukee right in the 4th spot because all they have is Ryan Braun. That's all they have. There's not much else with that team. I don't know if they're planning anything anytime soon, but they're just going to stay in 4th. They're going to make it interesting, but they will not come out of the cellar. They will stay in 4th place. The Cubs, they are going to be on the rise, but they will stay in the cellar. They will win 70 games, but they will stay in the cellar most of the season. They'll have a nice win streak at some point. Anthony Rizzo, he is going to have 30 home runs this year. He is a big sleeper. He is going to make a comeback this year. And that's my picks. What do you think?
I think they could go either way. I think that we're pretty much on the same page with that one. Next is where it gets interesting. You got youngest favorite team in the division. You got my favorite team in that division. The National League East is going to be our next edition. But thank you very much for joining us on our preview of the National League Central. I am Boxie Nigma from my boy Youngest. Take it easy. You be well.